then late. Got to be more careful. Then I told y'all to meet me here. Did not tell y'all to beat me here. Mm-hmm. Then I tell, okay, they got two people on here already, but I don't see nobody talking. Ain't nobody talking but me. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday? To God be the glory. Mm-hmm. All right. There go my sister girl. Hey, girl. Hey, we got Jersey in the building. We got Jersey in the building. We got 5 people in here and we got 2 likes. Where the other 3 people at? Can you press the little thumb button? Can you just press the little thumb button? Because y'all let Jersey beat y'all in here. Where my people from the NO? Y'all didn't let Jersey beat y'all in here. Where my people from the NO at, man? Come on, man. Come on. All right, Wanda. All right, Wanda. Wanda, you didn't let the other queen come in here before you go. Where my drink at, Wanda? Where my drink at? We got the queens in the building. All right, we got Linda. We got Linda in the building. We got the queens in the building. They beat me up, but y'all let Jersey beat y'all in here. Y'all, Jersey's at the top of the chart. Y'all didn't let, come on, man. Come on. I told y'all to beat me here. And y'all didn't let Jersey beat y'all here. Another queen in the building. But that's all right. That's all right. Mm-hmm. 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 Got to be more careful. We got 9 people in here. We need 3 more. I mean, we got 9 in here. We got 9 in here and we got 3 lights. Y'all got to get the lights up. Because I know y'all love me. Y'all got love for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like me. I'm going to say y'all got love for me. Can y'all get the lights up? Because we had 8 and we got 3. 8 and 3, that don't go together. And can y'all speak to the other queens that's in the building? We know y'all don't know one another, but we all queens. And can we just say hi to all the queens that's in the building? Mm-hmm. 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 Because on here, it's love over here. Mm-hmm. Now we got 5 likes. Now we got 6 likes and we got 10 people in the building. All right, Dana is in the building. In the building. Mm-hmm. All right, Red in the building. We got Red in the building. All right, Red in the building. Charlene in the building. Hey to the queens out there. If y'all didn't already subscribe, can y'all subscribe to my channel? Mm-hmm. Hey, queens. To God be the glory, boy. They just don't know. Y'all better wave now. Because in a minute, I ain't going to be able to see some people waving. Got to be more careful. In a minute, y'all, we ain't even gonna see. They're gonna be here and they gonna want us to see them, and we ain't gonna see them. Not intentionally, but we ain't gonna see them. How about that? We got 7 thumbs up and we got 11 people in the building. Mm-hmm. 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 Hey, my queens. From one queen to another. Can y'all subscribe and like? We got 7. 7 and 10 on match. So how y'all doing on this blessed Tuesday? Did y'all go and get y'all turkey? Did y'all go and get y'all turkey? Y'all know the stores are packed right now. The candy yams is candy yamming. The people is in the stores. The people is buying the dead chickens and the live chickens. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Hey, queen. We got 10 and 11. We need one more. To press the light. We ain't worried about the pickaboos. We know they in here, so it's okay. We in here. They ain't got to press the light. We know they in here, so that's all that matters. Got to be more careful. You going to your parents' house and eat? Somebody can't go to their parents' house and eat. That part right there. Thank God you don't have to cook. You don't have to cook. You cooking for Christmas. Okay. Don't get caught up into going to somebody's house and you know they don't know how to cook. Got to be more careful. Don't be like one of them days. Let me tell y'all, this is what y'all need to do from me to y'all. I know a lot of y'all going out. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all need to do, y'all got to pray before y'all start going to people's house. Pray when you leave your house. Pray when you get in your car. And pray before you enter somebody else's door. Because you got to know, you don't know what kind of spirit you're about to enter. Got to be more careful. You got to be more careful. Can y'all drop y'all location where all y'all from? Because we got Jersey was the first one in the building. And then we got the NO people in here. And then we be having Baltimore in here. You know what I'm saying? So do we have anybody from Atlanta? Do we have anybody from Houston, Tennessee? We had Vegas when I was on Facebook. So where's some of y'all from that's not from New Orleans? Hey, Terry. All right, we got Terry in the building. Mm-hmm. We got Uptown Third Ward in the building. Where I was creeping at. We got the Third Ward in the building. I was from downtown, but creeping uptown. Mm-hmm. 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 We got Arkansas in the building. Mm-hmm. If I say the wrong name, y'all know what I meant to say. Somebody could correct me. We got people all over the world in the building. Mm-hmm. We got Lafayette in the building every day. Got to be more careful. Mm-hmm. We got Algiers in the building. Most definitely got Algiers. We got Texas in the building. We got Holly Grove in the building. Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. We got New Orleans in the most definitely got New Orleans in the building. Do we have any Slidell people in the building? Because y'all be saying New Orleans and y'all live on the outskirts of New Orleans, but y'all be representing New Orleans, but y'all know y'all live on the West Bank, on the west side. We got Gertown in the building. Mm-hmm. We got Gertown in the building. We got 13 likes and 16 people in the building. Got to be more careful. Can y'all? Now we got 14 and 14. Got to be more careful. Mm-hmm. 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 Again, I thank God for each and every one of y'all for tuning into AMA's channel. Mm-hmm. 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 Where every day we talk about something, it's never the same thing. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. I thank God for each and every one of y'all. It's more queens in here than kings. Can somebody turn a king out? Can somebody raise their hand? If we got a man in here, can you raise your hand and let us know you in here? All right, Shara girl. All right, queen. All right, queen. All right, Sandra. If we got a man in the building, can you raise your hand? If y'all ain't already like and subscribe, can y'all just press the thumb button and y'all can subscribe? It don't cost nothing. It's free to subscribe. That don't cost you a dime. How about that? It's just a little time. That's all. You press a little button, your little index finger, or you can use, if you ain't got no finger, just use a knob. Just use something. Use a spoon, a fork, or something. And just press the like button. Mm-hmm. Got to be more careful. Mm-hmm. We got Pigeon Town in the building. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we ain't got no West Bank like Gretna. We don't have Marrero. What the fellas be yelling? We don't have Slidell. We don't have the Dell in the building. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They in here. They just ain't claiming. Mm-hmm. So y'all, how y'all doing today? Because I'm blessed and highly favored. I was on Facebook. I had to get them together today. Mm-hmm. I was over there, and when I went from Facebook, I went to Instagram. Because, they try to come for you, girl, and not that I have a point to prove to nobody or but I feel like sometimes when people try to come for you, you got to clap back and let them know you ain't no pushover. You know what I'm saying? You could push me in a wheelchair before it's pushing me over. We ain't doing that. Got to be more careful. We ain't doing that. Or you used to stand there. I did too. Now I'm on the other end. I'm on the North Shore. Oh, we got Houston in the building. You lived in Houston? Oh, you live in Houston since 2005? Since Katrina. And we got Seattle in the building. So our people, y'all just realize, y'all just not realize. Y'all just know that we got our people from New Orleans is all over the world. Since Katrina, a lot of our people didn't come back. And we got a lot of people that spread it out. I got people in Kentucky. I got people in Atlanta. I got people in Austin. I got people in Houston. I got people in Tennessee. I got a family that lives in Chicago that was living in Chicago before Katrina. So shout out to my family that live in Chicago. Got to be more careful. We got H-Town in the building. Yes, we do. So y'all, today the topic is we talking about them in-laws. We talking about them dirty in-law. Let me slow down. We talking about they got good in-laws and they got bad in-laws. So if you got some good in-laws, you could still tune in and listen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure at one time you had some in-laws that didn't like you and you ain't like them. Got to be more careful. Is a warrior. Got to be more careful. So that's the topic today. We talking about them in-laws, and all us then had an in-law, 1, 2, or 3. How about that? So this topic today is for everybody. Everybody that had some type of person that was in their life that they call their in-law. Yeah, we had some good ones and we had some bad ones. Oh, but we had more bad than good. So, girl, if you had a good mother, I tell my hat off to you. Lucky you. If you had a bad one, oh well, welcome to the club. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Because guess what? Some of them in-laws, let me slow down. Some of the in-laws don't realize that once upon a time, they had in-laws. They had in-laws one time. See what I'm saying? When you get in-laws supposed to be like family. See what I'm saying? But some of us then had in-laws where they pass judgment on us because they'll be like, oh, you're not good enough for their son, their daughter, whatever. But do you not realize that one day you had in-laws? I'm just saying. And to some of y'all young girls out there, you know, who y'all in y'all relationship or whatever, and you never met the mama, you never met the dad and all that kind of stuff there, but you hating on somebody else that have in-laws and you're keeping up mess and confusion. Just know one day you gonna get your turn coming too. Got to be more careful. And it's sad because a lot of you guys out there that y'all be putting y'all mothers in the midst of y'all mess and confusion. Now you got one girlfriend that you already didn't introduce your mama to, right? And Thanksgiving is Thursday. You introduce your mama to this girl, you introduce your mama to this boy, this man, or whatever, vice versa. So here come the holidays. Thanksgiving is Thursday, right? So every time you went by your mama, you was with this girl or you was with this boy. So your mama then took a liking to this girl or this boy. So now here come Thursday, which is not today, but the day after, right? So you're going to bring your main girlfriend that you call your old lady by your mama or by your daddy. So now it's going to be a ball of confusion. Got to be more careful. So when it's supposed to be a happy holiday, don't let this go over your head. A happy holiday. All right, Pam in the building. Hey, Pam. Hey, Queen. Listen, it's supposed to be a happy holiday. But for some people, it's going to be a ball of confusion. Because the mama is playing two ends in the middle. The daddy is playing two ends in the middle. When some of y'all think that y'all in-laws don't know what be going on, they know what be going on. Pam, Queen said, where you from? They know exactly what be going on. So if you have plans to go by your in-laws, know how to conduct yourself. And when you bring your children, know how to make your children behave themselves. What it said, what you said, Cheryl? His mama side was already, but his daddy side didn't like me because they said I was too fast, but I'm over 65. Got to be more careful. Wow. But you know what? You're damn if you do, and you damn if you don't. When you get into a family, just know that they're gonna have somebody that don't like you. You ain't even gotta do nothing. It's gonna be somebody in the family that don't like you. Some of y'all don't let that go over y'all head since y'all think, oh, everybody in my in-laws family like me. No, they don't. It's somebody that don't like you. It's somebody that don't like you. And let me tell y'all something else. If y'all think some of the in-laws gonna go against their children for you, they not. The Fisher is in the building. How about that? So I'm just giving y'all a fair warning. Expect the unexpected. What you least expecting is gonna happen. Have your guards up. Even if you sitting there and you minding your own business. Don't go there all friendly bopping and all that kind of stuff there and doing a little too much talking. Because somebody listening and they lurking. So you ain't got to be all bougie and shit. But just know your place. Because they watching, they listening, and they lurking. Got to be more careful. Oh, wow. My husband's sister and mother got mad because I was in the hospital for 5 days. Well, why would they be mad because you was in the hospital for 5 days? Why would they be mad because you was in the hospital for 5 days? See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can't make people accept us. We can't make people like us. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, is we got to stay in our lane. If they don't like us, you know what? What I don't like to do is sit around a bunch of fake ass people. Right. Don't go nowhere. Right. If you know that they don't like it. All right, sister girl. Jersey spoke. Don't go there because he took off from work. Oh, wow. The marriage said for better or for worse, sickness and health. Right. Right. Okay. Well, he did the right thing. My hat go off to him. He did the right thing. His wife was sick and he took off from work. That boy right there. See, y'all got to realize that they got some parents are jealous of their children relationship. They got some parents are jealous of their children relationship. So if you know, like our sister Jocelyn said, church in the building, if you know they don't like you and they don't care for you, but some people, so Jocelyn, we got to say this. All right, Miss Friday. All right, another queen in the building from Vegas. Vegas is in the building. So what if you going because that's your husband or your wife and they want to go? What if you going to please your spouse? What if you really don't want to go, but your spouse really want to go? So what kind of decision you make when you get caught up in a situation like that? So if your husband want to go or the wife want to go, but you don't want to go because you know they don't care for you, what kind of decision you gonna make? Because you're damn if you do, and you want to please your spouse, but at the same time, you going because of your spouse and you know that they really don't care for you. Do you go for a minute and then be like, y'all have that talk, right? Make sure y'all subscribe. So y'all got to have that talk, right? All right, we got one more day, which is tomorrow. We got today. So have that talk with your spouse today. and say, now you know how your family feel about me. You know they don't like you. You know your mama don't care for me. Because some of the mamas play two ends in the middle, and mamas be messy and daddies be messy too. So the mama have the ex over there, knowing that she don't like you, and I act like she ain't know the ex was coming over there, a ball of confusion. So if you know your mama is shady, do not put your wife or your spouse in a messed up situation when you know that your mama don't care for your spouse. See what I'm saying? Your husband wanted to go, and he know his folks don't like me. Some can't. I can't. Just keep down confusion at the family events. Right. I have been living here since Katrina in New Orleans. Oh, okay. So that make a lot of sense. The whole lot of confusion, and then it's sad to say that it's the son and his mom and all his siblings gonna be there, but he not gonna show up because he know his wife is gonna be uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's a bittersweet because knowing that you ain't seen a lot of your family members, a lot of your sisters, your nieces and nephew, and everybody gonna be there, and you're not gonna be there because a lot of them don't like your wife. That's sad. That's sad for people to be like that. That's sad for people to not to be able to put their differences aside and dislike a person for no apparent reason, for their own personal reason. They got people just don't like people because if they look at you and you look a certain kind of way, hey, Tracy in the building, hey, Queen. They got people that don't like you because of your persona or the way you carry yourself or the way you look. They don't have no reason that you ever did them anything. They just don't like you. Maybe they like the first wife, or maybe they like the wife before you, or whatever. They don't have a valid reason why they don't like you. Now you caught up in a triangle that has nothing to do with you. Oh, she was calling them stupid. Oh, well, it is what it is. So not all the time the in-laws are right. Not all the time the mothers are right. Not all the time that the fathers are right. And at the end of the day, some guys will leave their wife at home, or a woman will leave her husband at home for the family. So you're going to leave your spouse at home and knowing that this is the person that provides for you and take care of you and pay all the bills. So I feel like this. If your spouse is not invited and your spouse feel uncomfortable, I feel like neither one of us should go. It's just me. Hey, Tracy. I feel like neither one of us should go, because if we going somewhere and they making me feel uncomfortable, I feel like you're supposed to man up or woman up and say, you know what, mama, dad, I love y'all, but we're not gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think you should lie and come up with an excuse and say, oh, somebody don't feel good or the baby's sick or something like that. I know we be trying not to hurt people's feelings, but if you could just be real with your parents or be real and say, you know what, it's not right. You got to man up and speak up for your spouse. If you really love your spouse, you're going to do what's right. Right. You got to really speak up for your spouse. If your spouse is not invited, and I ain't going to lie to y'all, my husband that I'm separated from now, thank God when I get my divorce, so I could say my ex, but who I am married to now, right? He one of his nieces, nephew, somebody graduated from high school. So everybody was invited. And by him coming home he never got a chance to be around, his nieces and his family. This is his first time being around everybody and this and that. So the sister that don't like me, she said she not invited because that was her child. She said she not invited. And I kid y'all not, me and this woman never had no bad blood or nothing like that. The reason why she stopped liking me is because her daughter came to the car by me and my husband, and I said, you ain't speaking? And she said, you ain't speak to me. And I said, well, you the child, like that, in a nice way, just playing. And she went back and told her mom, and her mama took that to her. And from then on, like, she ain't want me to come to no family function because she the older sister and all that kind of stuff there, And when her daughter or her son graduated, my husband, they invited him. And I was like, I kind of was like mad. I thought about it and I was like, wow, So I told him, I say, so you gonna go? And he was like, I don't want to go, and he tried to push the issue. And I told him, I said, I don't want to be around nobody that don't want to be around me like that. But I felt like he shouldn't have went. I mean, it's just me. I felt like he should have said, well, if my wife not invited, I'm not coming. But he still went. And he came back feeling some kind of way. That's because you separated us. And once he separated us and did all those little things, our marriage never was the same. We always was bickering. It always was something. And every time me and him get into it, you know what I'm saying? He'll move out and go. He'll go by her. See what I'm saying? And she'll take him in. That's the sister that's gonna take him in, because she's trying to pull him away from me. You know what I'm saying? So once he did that and made that church, our marriage never was the same anyway. So at the end of the day, of course, she gonna feel some kind of way. She don't have no husband. She ain't never been a bride. She ain't never been nobody's wife or nothing like that. So at the end of the day, she was controlling her brother. It was all about her brother. They made it seem like, because he went to Grambling and all that kind of stuff there and went to college and all that. In their mind, I wasn't good enough for him. The nerve of them. Wow. Got to be more careful. I wasn't good enough for him, but he came home and infected me. And you made it seem like I wasn't good enough for him. Yeah. So even at the wedding, when we got married, the colors was silver and blue. And the wedding was beautiful. His sister didn't show up. And her children didn't show up. Because she didn't want her children to be a part of it. See what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say nothing. I was mad too, but my mama ain't show up either. My mama was in her feelings too, because at the end of the day, my mama, for whatever reason, my mama didn't come. I was mad, like my mama ain't come either. I'm like, well, what's really going on? But I'm still her daughter, and she knew what was going on with him and stuff like that. And in spite of whatever was going on with me and him, I felt like my mama still should have been there to support me, but my mom was mad, and my mom was mad about what had happened and what, with me and him and all that kind of stuff there. So she was in her feelings and she didn't come, right? And his sister didn't come, right? And every time something happened with me and him, that'll be the first one he runs to, because but the other sister, she was like cordial, like she really didn't get into that. She loved her brother. She knew how her brother was. But for us, her, like, she really wasn't, it's always got the sister that's always gonna ride for her brother, whether he wrong or right. And, it's understandable. That's your brother. But remember, you're a woman just like me. And the mama really, really loved me, in her own way. But when it come down to stuff that, like, that's my daughters, but her daughters never know that me and the mama had a relationship. But you are married. No other relative have to be married, or either one of you and Lord should be supportive, right? So the mama will still interact with me. And me and the mama be on the phone, and she'll call when he don't come home, and she'll call me and say, "Ann, you all right? Did you talk to him?" and all that kind of stuff there. And she'll interact with me and be calling me, and I be calling her, and I never disrespect the mama or nothing like that, right? So the sister will find out that the mama talks to me and like have a bad attitude toward the mama, because she wanted to be in control over her mama and didn't want her mama to talk to me. She felt like the mama shouldn't have no dealings with me or none of that. But the mama knew that I was there for her son, and the mama knew, how good I was to her son. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to make the mama be something that she wasn't. The lady was a sweet woman, and she, when it come down to like picking sides, she really didn't want to pick a side, but they forced her to pick a side. They forced her, and then my ex, he would call his mama when we get into it and say stuff and lie and all that kind of stuff there and make her. And then I would have to tell her he lied. He lied and certain things like, he'll call his mom and say all kind of stuff to make his mama try to turn her back on me and all that kind of stuff there. And she wouldn't do it because she'll sneak and still be calling me and stuff like that. But the oldest sister, anything that they had, and let me say this, even when my husband, even when his mother passed away, and we wasn't together, but he got in touch with me and we was around each other, in spite of whatever he did, because I forgave him, you know what I'm saying? But for us still been in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't in a relationship no more because he hadn't did too much, but I still was interacting with him, like talking to him and stuff like that. So when I found out his mama passed away and stuff like that, we started talking and stuff like that, and if he needed like a pair of pants or a shirt or something like that, in spite of, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I'm not that type of person. If I could get him some pants and he had, now even though he was on drugs, I would have went got him some pants or a shirt or whatever from TJ Maxx or Marshall, whatever, for his mama funeral. That's who I am. I don't know about y'all, but that's, y'all be like, oh, he did. I'm not like that. I learned to forgive and move on, and I don't keep on holding shit. So when his mama passed away, he wanted me to go to the funeral. And he was like, you coming to the funeral. So mind you, he was on drugs. And mind you, he was sleeping on the street. So myself, I took it up on myself and I got him a hotel. I paid for him a hotel. And he was staying in the hotel for a couple of days before his mama funeral, right? So he would get in touch with his sister and stuff like that. And, certain things that he need or whatever, they was buying stuff or whatever. And in other words, he was getting from me and he was getting from them too, or whatever they had or whatever like that. So when the funeral came, he was like, you coming to the funeral? And he the type of person where, I'm gonna be honest, he a little messy. And he'll tell me everything that his sister would say about me, his sisters or his mama, anybody. If somebody talk about me, he would come back and tell me. It could be his mama, sister, brother, cousins, whoever it was, he coming back and tell me, especially if he trying to get back with me. And he always tried to get back with me when he come down off his high horse off of them drugs. So while he was in a hotel, I would go over there and bring him something to eat or something like that, and check on him, stuff like that. So he was like, you coming to the funeral? He said, but my sister said, you're not invited to the funeral. He said, my sister said, if you come to the funeral, she gonna put you out. Now, let me tell y'all something. I didn't been put out of many places, but I ain't never got put out of a church house. And he was like, I ain't worrying about her. I mean, you still could come if you want. If you won't come, you still could come. So me, out of respect for his mama, I told him I'm not coming. And he had tears in his eyes, and he really, 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 really was hurt. Because mind you, I'm still his wife. So in his mind, he like, I'm not worrying about her, man. She tripping and all this shit kind of stuff there. You still should come. No, I'm not coming. Because if somebody disrespect me, I'm going to clap back in a respectable way in God's house, in the church. See what I'm saying? So for me to keep down confusion, and she said, if she come, I'm going to make sure I put her out. So she better not come. So out of respect, and I respect his mom, and I respect the dad, and I respect the church house. And it was a church that I was a member of, and I got baptized at the church. So I know if I would have went, none of that wasn't going to go down. But at the end of the day, she bluffed and said what she said, and I respect her mind. But girl, you ain't stopped me from coming. Because if I wanted to roll up in there, I could have. But out of respect for your mama and your brother in the church and the people that was there, that's why I didn't come. So the people who be following me, who wondering why I wasn't at my mother-in-law's funeral, is because the daughter was caught up in her feelings about something that had nothing to do with her, and said that she was going to put me out the church if I came to her mama's funeral. But the flip side to that is my name when it was in the obituary. So why put my name in there? Why put my name in there? Or you put my name in there like if I was deceased or something like that. But you put my name in there as his wife. But I wasn't welcome to the funeral. Now that's diabolical. So if me and her was beefing, so where I felt like I did something so bad, and that's why we had an altercation or something like that, I can understand that. But something so small, and you caught up in your feelings and your emotions, and you said, since you the oldest, I don't want her at the funeral. Wow. Wow. And see me, don't forget I was in your family. Don't forget if I really wanted to be on here and chew you out and clap back, I could say some things. Because me and your mama used to talk. See what I'm saying? But it's all good. So I let you make it, even though I felt disrespected. See what I'm saying? But it's all good. I ain't tripping. You got that. But guess what? That man upstairs, he don't sleep. He don't sleep. And now you got grandchildren and you got a daughter-in-law. Don't let that go over your head. He said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. Now you got a daughter-in-law. So just remember what you did to me. And your mama was real good to me and she liked me. But on the strength of you being the oldest child, you feel the need that you run shit. So your mama would have wanted me to be there. But it's okay. I respect your mind. See what I'm saying? But by your brother being on drugs and y'all getting them like kibbles and bits, he had to go for the okie doke. For the okie doke. He had to, whatever y'all said, he had to live with that. But that's not what he wanted. He was real hurt because he wanted me to be there. See what I'm saying? But it's okay because you got to live with that the rest of your life. You don't even know the relationship me and your mama had. I could tell you some things that your mama told me that you wouldn't even believe that she told me. Don't let that go over your head. So y'all got to realize is that they got some big sisters and big brothers that try to run their little sisters and little brothers' life. Oh, because that's your baby brother. You feel the need that you can take over his life and you could like people and dislike people. But remember, girl, you're a woman just like me. And you got 2 daughters and a son. And now you got grandchildren. Remember, I'm somebody's daughter. So how you treated me behind your brother, just remember, you're a woman just like me. And when I was in the car with your brother, because he was sleeping on the streets, and I was dropping him off at your house, and you called the police on me just for dropping your brother off and say you don't want me nowhere around your house or in front your door. Wow, that was diabolical too. The only person out of everything I went through with your brother, you called the police because I was trying to help your brother out of everything he did to me. Girl, please. Got to be more careful. I was good to your brother. I was there for your brother. I went up and down the highways and the byways going to this jailhouse, to that jailhouse, to Oakdale, visiting your brother, accepting phone calls, keeping money on his book, and he came home to money in his pocket and clothes on his back. And that's what you do to somebody else's daughter? Wow. Just know that you got 2 daughters. Your boyfriend, they don't care for you. But told them right, straight, wrong, yo. And I told them, long as y'all respect me, that part right there. So to the people that's on the outside looking in, y'all don't know the half. Talking about being disrespected. When he came home, it was other women. It was other women that I found out the old ex all on social media. Oh, what's up, sister-in-law? What's up? And I'm like, sister-in-law? And he married to me. And y'all don't think I know what respect is when it comes down to another woman? At this point, if that was his old girlfriend's, okay, I don't have a problem with that. But you know he got a wife. So shut that down. So I know what it's like when it comes down to respecting another queen. I'm not going to disrespect nobody else's wife. And I'm not going to disrespect another queen because I'm a woman too. But some of y'all need to know y'all place, mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws. That part right there. Some of y'all sister-in-laws, y'all forgot. When y'all look in the mirror and you look between your legs, you're a woman just like me. And then some of y'all seem to forget y'all got daughters. And you dislike somebody else's daughter. Or you got a son and you dislike somebody else's son. Because then the person that you want them to be. So you judging. So y'all judging that? Yes, it does. Go a long way. So y'all judging other people's daughter, other people's children. Wow. Now that's big. So to y'all out there who think y'all know everything about me and everything I've been through, y'all don't know the half. Y'all don't even have a clue. Like I said, I got put out of many places, but not the church house. And I could have went because nobody came. Or I want her. How you know what they would have said? Well, how you want her out? And that's his wife. Oh, did she do anything? No. Well, why you want her out the church? That tells what type of person you are. Because I ain't never did you nothing. Your husband, sister like that too? Wow. They get with the ex. And they cool with the ex. Because that's who they like. See what I'm saying? Now, I know damn well his ex, because I be seeing a lot of girls he used to go with when he was in school and in college and all that. I know they saying in their damn mind, they might not say it to me, but I'm glad it's better her than me. Y'all still want him? Because y'all wanted him when he came home. Y'all was married, lusting off of him. Y'all still want him? Oh, okay. Okay. Because when he came home, y'all was on a nigga dick. And now, I know y'all was talking to y'all sisters, y'all brothers, and all that, saying, girl, it's better her than me. Because y'all really wanted him. If y'all ain't already done had him. Because he was hot then. I know the ones he slept with. Y'all know who y'all. Wow. Y'all know when a man in love with a woman and when they going through certain things, you know they do the pillow talk. So each and every one of y'all he slept with when he was high, beam him up Scotty when he was high, he told me every last one of y'all he fucked. Yeah, they do have the mothers like that. That tells lie. Go to work and been in a hospital. Wow, really? Because they don't want him to take care of you, his wife. Wow. So I be sitting back, I be passing, I be seeing them. I see a lot of them that was calling my phone, playing on my phone. Girl, you just mad. And he'll get with them and lie to them about me. But all the while, he still won't be with me and playing them fuck games. Excuse my expression. But at the same time, he slept with a lot of them. So when I tell y'all, I tried to warn them, but they were so caught up into trying to shame me and make me feel some kind of way. So they heard me talking, but they wasn't listening. Now what? Pop go to Weezy and a Weezy go pop. I told you. Oh, you just mad. He don't want. Okay. Why he kept knocking on my window? Why he kept come and find me, ringing my doorbell? I gave them to you. So yo, it's a dozen of y'all that he done been with. That's all right. They ain't had to come up there. He was there. That's all right. And God allowed stuff to happen so we could see. How about that? They forced my husband into doing stuff that he didn't really want to do. He was torn in between. He had did everything he could do to me. And every time we got into it, he'll go at them with a story. And you know who gonna open the door? The one who don't like me. She ain't even want him at our house. She got a big, beautiful house. You think she wanted him laying on her couch, putting a dent in her couch? She ain't want him. She didn't want him there, but she ain't want him by me either. Thank you for the drink, Wanda. She didn't want her brother there, but she didn't want him by me either. And I said, it was times where if he needed like his social security card or birth certificate and all that kind of stuff there, because you know about us being married, I have the marriage license, social security card and all that. And you know, when you married to somebody, you know their social better than you know theirs and better than you know your own and all that kind of stuff there. Now when he needed his own stuff that they had, what you need it for? What you need your ID for? What you need your social security card for? What you need your birth certificate? Literally treating him like he a child. So a lot of y'all that got in-laws, don't worry about it. Go ahead and fight the battle. He see everything that they do. And his mama loved him to death. And you know what they wanted the mama to do? Turn her back on her baby. The mama told me some things at the end of the day y'all wouldn't even understand. And y'all would wonder why I kept trying to, hoping and praying and trying to help him get his life together, because it's something, it's deeper than what y'all, because people on the outside looking at y'all never know what people be meant to. And even though he was a grown man, he had a mama that loved him unconditional. And all she wanted him to do is get his life together. And some parents grieve themselves to death, hoping and wishing and praying that their child will get their life. And they wanted the mama to turn her back on her baby boy. And she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't. They had her acting some kind of way and knowing that ain't her. If he call me and I need a ride, you'll bring me by my mama, bring me by his mama. Mama come outside and talk to me. But if the sister pull up or somebody, she'll have to hurry up and act like she ain't talking to me because she trying to please them because she don't want to get caught up in the shenanigans. No, he ain't never got his life together. Somebody say he incarcerated. Somebody say he had his own house. He did have his own house. But now they say he was incarcerated again. But y'all got to realize that some people that have been in jail, this man been in jail as a youngster after he got out of college and all that kind of stuff. He got caught up and all that and been in jail for 27 years. a lot of things he didn't know. And when he came home and he got married, we got married, they're like, nah, they ain't want that. It's like I wasn't good enough. But the mama told me, she said, I love you because I know you love my son. And I know if I pass away today or tomorrow, he gonna be good. And if he wouldn't have never did all the things he did to me, we would have been good. Because we was good for a minute. In spite of everything that happened between us. I was like, well, you did what you did to me or whatever. You gonna ride this out. You gonna ride the wave with me. But once he started sleeping with different women and all that, enough is enough. If he wouldn't have never did what he did, and even if I would have found out and he would have been good to me, that would have been between me and him. Because I ain't got to worry about, nobody, you know what I'm saying? That would have been our little secret between him and I. But once he started doing what he was doing, and he started drugging and all that, and going from woman to woman and all that kind of stuff, that I couldn't take no more. Like, nah, I can't do this. You done did this to me, and now you out there, messing around and all that kind of stuff there. I had to make a conscious decision. And to be honest, some people would think some people cold-hearted. If you look at some people's life and their background and the stuff that they didn't dealt with as a young person, it's some things that you can say about people and nobody really know. It's some things that people family trees, it's some things that y'all wouldn't even understand. A lot of y'all like throwing a towel and y'all don't even know the half. Some of y'all don't know why people be the way that they are. It be beyond us. Beyond us. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It don't have nothing to do with me. It's shit that been happening way before me. And we grew up in the same project. 3507 Abundant. And a Desire Housing Project. My mom was staying over here. His mom was staying over there. I was that little girl in the hallway with a little boy. And we went to school. We was in kindergarten together. And then the sisters, they went to school and now they got good jobs and beautiful houses and all that. And some people be like, oh, they think they all that. They do bougie and all that kind of stuff there. But they grew up in a project with us too. But people on the outside say they think they all that. But one of the sisters, she stay in her lane. She don't really bother nobody, but that's still her brother. You know what I'm saying? But one of the sisters, she down to earth. When she see me, she ain't never really changed on me, even though she know how her sister felt about me. But whenever she see me, she ain't never really flipped the strip or nothing like that. I can't say she was one of them ones because she ain't never did nothing to me. And when she see me, we speak. And she already know. You know what I'm saying? She know the real. They got people really know the real. But they got people that don't care. Because they're dealing with their own personal demons. So in-laws, a lot of us done been there, done that. That's why if you got a brother or you got a sister, and say like your brother first wife, if you was cool with her in the beginning, ain't nothing wrong with still being cool, but you going along to get along because you won't be protected of the second wife feelings. But that don't go like that. If you was the first wife friend in the beginning and y'all cool, you ain't got to be like, especially if they got children together and all that kind of stuff there. What if he don't wind up being with the second wife? What if they don't be together? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all got life and bullshit and messed up. Because if you got somebody that always did respect you, you know what I'm saying? Why change and flip the strip on because your brother or your sister then moved on with somebody else? You ain't got to be the best of friends, but you could be cordial. You ain't got to flip the strip. Oh, I ain't going to speak to her because my brother was somebody else. Wow. Wow. People can't get mad, especially like my first husband. He got one sister and one brother. And that's my children auntie. And it was times where we ain't speak, you know what I'm saying? And She don't speak to me when she around her brother and around her other wife and all that kind of stuff there. But we ain't never really had no beef. But I'm not no light switch. You're not gonna speak to me when it's just me and you and my children or my grandchildren. But when you're around your brother and you're around her, that don't go like that. Some people got to learn to stay out of grown folks' business when it don't concern them. Because at the end of the day, if something happened today or tomorrow, my children still your nieces and nephews. And if you're going to be mad with somebody, you got to be mad at somebody for doing you something, not for nothing. Or I forgot you mad because of what your brother did. Just remember, you're a woman just like me. To all the queens out there, remember, you're a queen just like me. And the same thing your brother did to me, you wouldn't want nobody to do it to you or your children or your daughters or your sons. So why do that to somebody else's daughter or somebody else's son? And what I love now is my baby girl. She done got closer to God. And she don't want to be in no mess and no confusion. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to hear all that negative stuff and all that kind of stuff there. And it is what it is. And I went to her house. And when I went to my daughter's house, they had cars parked outside. And she was like, ask my mama, is she coming in? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to come in. But I didn't know it was her, her daddy's side of the family, his sister. And, I didn't know the sister and the brother was in there. But when I went in there with respect. How y'all doing? And that's the right thing to do. It's for people to get along. See what I'm saying? Not because, I'm going to speak to you today, but I ain't going to speak to you when I'm around my brother. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that don't go like that. This is my daughter's house. And I'm going in there and they have people in there already. And that's her auntie and her uncle. And the right thing for me to do is say hey to everybody. And for everybody to speak back. And I know that made my daughter feel good. Because why you and I is bickering when I never did anything to neither one of y'all. Y'all was just going along to get along because, at one thing when y'all fall off, your brother the one got the money, so he gonna make sure y'all straight. But you don't do that. You don't let money change you from being the person that you are. And I thank God for my daughter. My younger daughter is more mature than my older daughter. Because now we have a relationship. You got to be who God. First of all, you can't be transparent unless you know the Creator and you know Jehovah and you draw closer to Him. But as long as you're living in the world and you of the world, quite natural, you're going to go along to get along. See, nobody don't control me. I'm not going to dislike you because of somebody else disliking you. That's not who I am. You got to be your own self. You got to know that I'm going to treat this woman the way I would want somebody to treat me or my daughter. So a lot of y'all mother-in-laws, in-laws, father-in-laws, would you want somebody to treat your son like that? Would you want somebody to treat your daughter like that? Y'all would say no. So why are you treating somebody else's son disrespectful and somebody else's daughter disrespectful? So the holidays coming around, if you feel like you don't like somebody, or you don't like the daughter-in-law, you don't like the son-in-law, and all that kind of stuff, then why do that on a holiday? When everybody's supposed to be trying to come together. So if your in-laws don't like you, just don't go there. Just don't. If you got somebody that love you, if you got a significant other that really, really love you and got respect for you and really love you, if the worst thing we could do is make them choose, but they got to choose. Somebody got to man up and woman up. Because when you really love somebody, especially if your spouse ain't never did nothing to your mom or your daddy, and your mama just caught up in her ways. I don't like her. But your mama don't know that this person ride for you. Your mama don't know that this person got your back. Your daddy don't know that this person, got your back. And they don't like them because they're on the outside looking in. Because they're judging. They judging somebody else's child. And it's sad because that's the world that we living in. And then they bring in their badass children and they don't want you to tell their children nothing. Or the grandma don't want you to tell the grandchildren nothing. Girl, come on, let's get up out of here. Well, girl, you shouldn't have never came. Because you already know what it was hitting for. Have that sit down talk with your children before you go. By your in-laws. And just because you have children, and if they got outside children by another woman or another man, don't mean that you should be feeling some kind of way because the other children is there. You can't get mad because the grandma let the other baby mama drop the children off over there. You can't get caught up in your feelings. A lot of y'all got to get out your feelings and your emotions and accept life for what it is. And a lot of y'all mother-in-laws, y'all got to fall back. You is not your son, old lady. You is not your son, white. And you know why a lot of y'all mother-in-laws and son and father-in-laws be in the business? Because when mad they come, y'all go run and tell y'all mother-in-law and y'all father-in-law the business. You tell them the business, and then when y'all get back together, you regret everything that you said. But it's too late now. Once you done told your mama she cheated on her, or told your daddy they cheated on you, now they looking at her some kind of way. Because if you felt like you still was going to interact and be with him or her, you should have kept your mouth shut. I'm just saying. So to a lot of y'all people out there, just remember we all are human beings. And we all have feelings. So to you that's out there doing stuff to somebody's daughter, somebody's son, just remember, you got daughters. If you have a daughter, a son, you got grandchildren, and you got to reap what you sow. You don't mistreat nobody's child. You don't dislike somebody's daughter because you feel like she don't live up to your expectation. She ain't good enough for your son. Oh, good enough for your daughter. Who are you to judge? And you already went through that dislike shit when you was coming up. Somebody mama ain't like you. And now you passing that shit on to your generation. Did you ever think about maybe the little girl that you don't like, maybe she ain't have a mama to raise her? Did you ever think about the young man that you don't like? Did you ever think about maybe he ain't had no mama and a daddy? Maybe he raised himself. Maybe she raised herself. And you around here judging. Why don't you pull her to the side and just sit down and talk to her? If you feel like she ain't living right or something going wrong with her, just sit down and find out what's really going on. Instead of mistreating her and talking about her with your daughter and your sons. Or if she come there and the children ain't up to par, and they ain't got on new clothes, or they got on something old and ragged or something that they been had, instead of sitting down talking about them, won't you get online and order them some clothes since you talking about them? Maybe that's all she can afford. Maybe she ain't had no money to get him no new clothes. Maybe your son should have made sure they had. He made sure his other baby mama had. He made sure the woman that he in house with, her and her children had. Don't let that go over your head. Somebody's daughter and somebody's son have feelings. But no, you think your son and daughter is better than somebody else's son and daughter. When they not. Hey, Queen. Helen. Stop thinking you better. And ain't nothing wrong with some people feeling like they better. but we all bleed the same blood, the same color red blood. Take the time out to back up a little. It ain't always about just you. Think about somebody else. Think about somebody else instead of thinking about, oh, me, 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 me. It's all about me, me, me. Think about somebody else who's less fortunate. And to y'all that's going to overcook, that's going to have more than enough, stop hiding food. Stop putting food in the oven, in the microwave, just hiding shit. Stop inviting people to your house if y'all don't want to get rid of the food. If you cook and it's a holiday, that means you cooking for everybody. But if you know you got a big old large family, have a minimum of people that you're going to invite because you don't have enough for everybody. Or better yet, tell everybody to bring something. How about that? Since y'all want to be hiding food, and better yet, if you come there with your children and you fix gumbo for them, a macaroni, ribs, whatever you fix for them, and they say they're hungry, make sure they eat it and don't waste the food. And when your children come, make sure you don't give them a whole cool drink because all they're going to do is sip, 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 and drink a little bit and then leave the can hanging around, and they're not going to drink it all. That part right there. So for the children, make sure you tame your children and let them know when we get there, you better not act ass. And don't go in nobody's refrigerator. And don't jump on nobody's couch. Detain your children. Teach your children how to act in public. And if you don't want nobody to tell them nothing, don't bring them by somebody's house. Because y'all got to let children that see stuff and want it. They only want it because they see it. Got to be more careful. They really don't want it. And you're going to go in the kitchen and fix it because they want it. And then you're going to put it on the table and they don't even want it. Because when I came up as a little girl, if you ask for it, you're going to sit there and eat it. And guess what? You're going to sit and we're going to make sure you eat it until you gag. But you're going to eat it. So make it clear to let your children know if you ain't hungry and you don't want it, don't ask for it. That part right there. So if you don't want nobody to chastise your children, don't bring them. Stay home with them. Because if I'm around, family, if y'all listening, if I come outside on Thursday and I'm there, nieces and nephews, if I come where y'all at, and if y'all children doing something they don't have no business, or Auntie Ann got something to say. So put the word out and let them know. If Auntie Ann come here, y'all better be on good behavior because she going to sit your ass down. How about that? How about that? So if you a sister or brother, if you don't want your sister, your oldest sister, to tell your children something, don't bring them around me. That part right there. That part right there. So if your spouse gonna make you feel like he not gonna speak up for you, girl, I wouldn't even go. Boy, I wouldn't even go. Let them go by their damn self. And I wouldn't even be bothered. And I wouldn't even call them. Let them do what they do. Because some men and some women, they ain't grown yet. They don't even know how to man up. Well, I'm still going by my mama. You know your mama don't like your husband. You know your mama don't like your wife. But you still going. Because you know your wife can't cook. And you know your mama food. You like your mama food. Well, that's a reason for you to go? Because your wife can't cook. And you want some gumbo and macaroni. You want all that, huh? Oh, well. Make a choice. Make a choice. Who control you? And who are you? When y'all gonna man up or woman up and say enough is enough? I ain't never seen so many scary people in my life. But you say you ain't like that. Oh, I ain't scary. I ain't scared of your mama. I ain't scared of your daddy. Your wife or your husband shouldn't have to speak up for you. He should be speaking up for you. You shouldn't have to speak up for you. That's what I meant to say. I shouldn't have to speak up for myself to your mama. You should be speaking up for me. And they got so many mamas out there that have so much control over their sons and daughters, so it's a sin and shame. Oh, but just remember, that man upstairs don't sleep. He don't sleep. Stop trying to control your son and your daughter and let them live their life. Stop trying to live their life because your life ain't turned out to be the way that you wanted it to be. How about that? So to you on here, you need to man up. You need to woman up. To your sister and your brother that don't like your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, when you gonna stand up? When you gonna man up? When you gonna woman up? Wow. Oh, I'm just trying to hold out confusion. No, we going in here together. And if somebody says something out of the ordinary, we're gonna just make a U-turn and go about our business. And if I feel some kind of way, we're gonna get up out of here. I love you, mama, but we gotta go. We gotta go. Not you go. We gotta go. The children and can the children? No, the children can't stay either. So today the topic is the in-laws, the ones who forgot that they had in-laws. Now you somebody mother-in-law and you somebody father-in-law, and you forgot. You want to respect at one time as a daughter-in-law. You want to respect one time as a son-in-law, a son-in-law. But now you disrespecting somebody else's daughter or son. That's big. So to my queen out there, from me to y'all, if they don't like you and you don't want to go, tell them you don't want to go. Say no disrespect, I love you, but I don't want to go. Because I'm going to be honest with you. When you married, I heard one man saying, oh, my mama come before my wife. That don't go like that. When you get a wife, your wife come before your mama. I do know that. So if you put your wife before your mama, that's not what you signed up for. Your wife could do things to you and for you that your mama can't do. It's a different type of love. A mama got motherly love. A wife got different love. It's no comparison. Mama gonna love you. Mama gonna be mama. And mama gonna be there if wife don't be there. But he gave you a wife. He said, cling to your wife. See, a lot of people got it twisted. Once you get a wife, it's you and your wife, you and your husband. And somebody might disagree. But I'm going spiritual and telling y'all what he said. He said, cling to your wife. And y'all become one. So you can love mama, but it'll never be the same love. Mama and wife is not the same. Just don't fall out with mama, because you never know when you have to knock on mama door. But you can't compare the two, because mother love and wife love is not the same. Don't let that go over your head. For the people who say, oh, I put my wife before my mama, well, that's your philosophy. But that's not the way it goes. So some of you mothers feel the need like, oh, well, I'm your mama and I come before your wife. No, you don't. So how would you feel, you being a wife? How would you feel? You're a queen. You're a woman. Y'all got to think about that. Y'all got to practice what y'all preach. So you got to put yourself in other people's shoes, and you got to look in the mirror and say, well, damn, I love my mama, but I love my wife. But you can't compare the two. You got to love your mama the way you're supposed to love your mama, unconditional. But when you decide to get married, he said, cling to your wife and y'all become one. What part y'all be missing when y'all saying the vows, for better, for worse, for sickness and health, till death do us apart? So some of y'all just be up there just reading vows and saying shit, and y'all missing what the preacher's saying. Because a lot of y'all don't really understand. And when somebody go through something in life, if a woman go back to her husband and that's what she chose to do, a man go back to his wife, that's what they chose to do, that's their business. But I do know, for the people out there, is once a man or a woman commit adultery, he said grounds for divorce is adultery. And some people might not agree. We're going to agree to disagree. Once you or her sleep with somebody else, the marriage is doomed. It's over. No matter if y'all stay together and try to make it work, but they already went outside the marriage. So they got people together, but they ain't together. Don't let that go over your head. Once you be intimate with other people after you done broke the vows, it'll never be the same. And some people be like, oh, well, he cheated, I cheated, and now we back together. It still will never be the same. It'll never be the same. Even if y'all put up a facade and make it seem like, oh, we all good, you cheated, I cheated. But y'all still got memories of sleeping with somebody else. How about that? And Helen says she hope everybody have a lovely Thanksgiving. We pray and we touch and agree, and I decree and I declare that each and every one of us have a beautiful Thanksgiving, even if you ain't going outside. Even if you just wake up and say, Lord, I thank you for giving me another day, because somebody ain't waking up. So to you out there, that's a mother-in-law, a daughter-in-law, sister-in-law, just remember, what you do unto others, it's going to be back done unto you. So if you're going by your in-laws' house, go there with dignity and respect. Don't go to nobody's house feeling need that, oh yeah, you gonna go there, oh let me put on clothes, and you got your new name brand clothes and all that, and y'all got y'all outfits and all that, because you know it's a possibility the ex gonna be around there. Stop trying to prove a point to the ex and enjoy your life with the family that you have, because you don't owe nobody nothing but Jehovah. You don't owe nobody nothing. You ain't got no point to prove to nobody. I've been going places where people dislike me and for no reason. She ain't invited for no reason. I've been disliked for many years, all my life. As a little girl, I've been disliked. So I'm used to that shit. But for a grown-ass woman to dislike me for nothing, got to be more careful. So I talked to one young lady earlier. We was on Instagram, and her name is, I think her name was Dana. And I was asking them, did anybody need anything like from the grocery store and stuff like that? And she was like, yeah. So I told her to send me a message or come over here on YouTube, and we was gonna get her information and stuff like that and make sure she get what she need out the grocery store or whatever. So if you on here, you can hit me up in a DM, or you can hit me up on here and you can leave a message and let me know that's you, and you're gonna get what you need. But to a lot of y'all that's out there, Thanksgiving is Thursday, and it says Thanksgiving. Some people don't celebrate holidays, but a holiday is for loved ones to pull together, which every day should be a holiday. But since they made it Thanksgiving, Thursday a holiday, everybody will get a chance to see their loved ones and just enjoy the moment and live to see another day, because we not promised a second. Just enjoy the moment. It's just sad that us as women, and I was telling y'all today, and Queen on here, and that in March, we haven't picked a date yet, but in March we doing a brunch for all the queens, and we gonna let y'all know what city we gonna start in first. I think we're gonna start in New Orleans, and we're gonna work our way through Atlanta, Houston, Tennessee. We're gonna work our way around, and all us queens gonna get an opportunity to crown one another as queens. And it's gonna be phenomenal. Because some of y'all don't realize the queen that you are. And like one time I didn't realize that I was a queen. But now I know who I am and whose I am. And you need to know who you are and embrace that. When somebody, another sister call you queen, embrace that. Even if deep down inside you don't feel like one. But know that you are a queen. I got these glasses from TJ Maxx. It's 3 of them come in a pack. It was 3 of them that, I think these by Jessica Simpsons. It's 3 of them come in a pack, and it was $9.99. But now, since I put, a lot of people on, they didn't went up to $14.99. You could get them at TJ Maxx, or you can get them at Marshalls. And I saw some at Burlington. So it'd be 3 But this the 250. So I always put these on. But I'm gonna have to go to the eye doctor and get my own prescription and my own glasses because I, when I'm on here, I can see good, and it's 250. So yeah, it came from TJ Maxx, right? So I know a lot of people be on my live, and I know we got a lot of pickaboo's and stuff like that, but I don't sweat the small stuff. But I know that every time, I come on my live, we have a different topic and stuff like that. And it don't be the same thing. It be everyday life. And I know my platform right now is real small, but just keep on following me and it's gonna go bigger and bigger and bigger. And I promise you, I will never forget the people that I started with. I would never forget the people that I started with. And we got work to do. And then as we get older, we're going to have to pass the torch to the younger girls. Because, as life goes on, we get older. But in the meantime, in between time, we're going to meet up this March. And it's official. And I'll let y'all know what date that we pick and the location and all that. And then we're going to go from one state to another. And it's going to grow big. So every day it's a different topic. And every day I come up with my own topics. I just think about, what I could talk about today or what I could talk about tomorrow. And I pray about it and God give it to me. And then I come on here and I type it in and then we talk about it. And it's everyday life. And every day I'm going to have something to talk about. You never run out of stuff to talk about long as you live. And it's always something. See, I'm not using other people. Like, I notice how a lot of people get a lot of views and stuff. They repost stuff that other people talking about on their platform, even though that get them a lot of views and stuff like that. But Jehovah spoke to me and let me know that I'm different. And I was like, well, I wonder if I could do that, what they doing. And he told me no. He told me stick to what I'm doing. And that's going to bring me to where I need to be. Don't try to, duplicate what everybody else doing. Like they talking about somebody else's life. Let's talk about my life and talk about everyday life. Thank you. I appreciate you too, Pam. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, I do know that, Keita, I know that God is using me. And he using me in a phenomenal way because when I get off of here, I don't really know what my next topic gonna be, but I start praying and he'll give it to me and then I type it up and I'll be like, well, that's what the topic gonna be today. Cause it's everyday life. See what I'm saying? And when I come on here and I give it to y'all, like me being a comedian. And when I first, started doing comedy and stuff like that, I remember the guy saying, ain't no anybody could be a comedian. You have to write your jokes down and all that kind of stuff down. Now, mind you, yo, I remember one time I was like, well, damn, let me start writing my jokes down. Thank you. Thank you, Kitty. I was like, well, let me start writing my jokes down, right? And I got stuck. So that let me know that I'm not the person to write my jokes down. I go up there on stage and I just start talking about everyday life and I turn it into a joke. That's what I do. But just say about the peppers, please don't eat bell peppers if they have rice in it. Wanda, you got to be more careful. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Show. Girl, ain't nobody eat no pepper with no rice in it. Y'all, they say some people make their bell pepper with rice in it. Got to be more careful. And then they said the other day, y'all missed it because we was talking about that the other day. And then they said some people put wieners in their gumbo. And then they said somebody put the whole damn crab in the gumbo. Now, why y'all putting the whole crab in the gumbo knowing that you got to cut it open and clean it out? Now, why y'all doing that? Now, why y'all putting wieners in the gumbo when y'all know wieners go on a bun and then pork and beans? Got to be more careful. Now, I'm looking for the wieners. Give me some pork and beans and wieners with rice. And here, they didn't put the wieners in the gumbo. Is they the Frank wieners? Or the jumbo wieners? And then they be the cheap wieners. Got to be more careful. And then they don't use Velveeta. That's like somebody making Plurine candy and don't use the carnation milk. If you're not using the good stuff, I don't want it. Because guess what? But I ain't gonna lie, some of the knockoff stuff, like the Great Value, some of that stuff be good. Now, I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't gonna say that. But certain things, when y'all cooking certain food, why not just use the best? And then my other sister that's on here, she said when they clean before they cook they turkeys and turkey necks and turkey wings and all that, she said they clean they stuff with vinegar. She cleaned her stuff with vinegar, and she let her chicken soak in vinegar and all that, and that's how she cleaned her chicken and all that, with vinegar. Got to be more careful. So if y'all going by people's house and you know they don't cook, don't tell them you're hungry. Just say you full already. Stop going by people's house and you think if they ain't cook good last year, what make you think they're gonna cook good this year? Got to be more careful. Huh, Terry? Yeah, we're gonna do that too. How about that? We're gonna do that too. So stop thinking you're gonna go by somebody's house and they didn't learn how to cook this year. No, that don't mean they know how to cook. If they didn't cook good last year, Terry, that means they ain't cooking good this year. I stay in my lane. If I don't know how to cook something, I'm not doing it. And they got some people that don't even know how to cook rice. Gots to be more careful. But no, y'all want to run your tail stuff by your in-laws and you want to show off your little outfit you and your husband got, or you want to show off your little ring that he bought you, or your little jewelry, your little earrings, or your new purse, a pocketbook that he done bought you and all that, and you want to show off what he done did and all that to make the in-laws jealous and all that kind of shit there. And at the end of the day, then they're going to ask you, do you want a piece of cake or you want something to eat and all this, and then you're going to say yeah because you don't want look stupid. You don't want them to know that you don't want to eat from them, but you're going to say yeah anyway. Got to be more careful. Girl, if your in-laws don't like you, just stay your ass home. Just stay home. And when they keep calling back to back, just turn your phone off and let it go straight to voicemail. Got to be more careful. Y'all gonna be with all that fake and hiding and the fake laughing and all that shit there, man. Save that for somebody else. Say that for somebody else. Say that you going by somebody else and you fake laughing. The shit don't even be funny. And you just, oh, girl, you crazy. But your mother, girl, please. You know she don't even like you and you don't even like her. But you there, he and he outside in the backyard smoking a blunt or whatever they might be doing or whatever. And you sitting there with her and y'all talking and all that and you fake laughing and all that. Girl, please. Boy, please get somebody else to do that. Got to be more careful. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gonna get caught up. If she don't like you, they don't like you, just stay home, girl. Just go somewhere else. Just stay home. Just go by your mama. Stop trying to get caught up in the shenanigan with his family anyway. If they don't like it, go by your people. Go by your people and then leave and go home. Stop trying to be around people that don't want you to be around them. Gots to be more careful. You know they don't like you. Ain't changed. And don't be getting caught up in your feeling some kind of way. You feeling some kind of way because he gonna tell you he ain't going to the store and oh, I'm going to the gas station. And you didn't found out he didn't went by his mama house or she didn't went by her mama house and didn't tell you. Oh, I'm gonna just go to the store. Let me go get me a blunt. Let me go get me a Black and Mild. Let me go get me something from the store, some chips, some candy, something like that. And all the while they didn't ease by their mom or their daddy. And you calling them, they ain't answering the phone, talking about, oh, I left the phone in the car. No, you didn't. Got to be more careful. Instead of just telling the truth. You want to go by your mom, just go ahead on by your mom. You want to go by your pa, just go ahead on by your pa. But you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Talking about, yeah, I'm about to run to the store. Yeah, he running to the store, all right. Running right by his mama house. Don't get caught up in all kind of lies. Well, I thought you said you wasn't going, and then you ain't gonna find out till a couple of days later, or you might not find out till next year, or somebody gonna say something, and then you're gonna find out. Then you're gonna be in your feelings instead of somebody just being honest and telling you the truth. If you won't go by your mom, if you know that your mom don't like your spouse and you won't go, and you feel like that's what you want to do, go ahead. Just go it on and go over there. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to sneak and act like you don't want to go because you want to go. Or you want to go. Girl, I know it's going to hurt your feelings, but let them go. Let them go. And he act like you don't care when you do care. Don't be mad. When he wants you to go somewhere with him and he really wants you to go, just say you don't want to go either. How about that? Y'all got to learn how to get out your feelings and flip the script and treat people accordingly. How about that? If they treat you some kind of way, you got to know how to treat people and see people for who they are. And it is what it is. How about that? Don't get mad. It is what it is. So get out your feelings, girl. Lord got you. How about that? How about that? So again, Thursday is Thanksgiving. You're supposed to be thanking God that He allowed you to see another day anyway. How about that? Whether you with your in-laws, your family, or not. Because guess what? You got family members, they cooking and having a little cookout and all that, and your own family ain't even invite you. Clock that tea. How about that? They got families that's coming together and single you out like you ain't even a part of the family. And they didn't invite the strangers. Clock that tea. How about that? How about that? Because family ain't always family. Just because they say we family by blood, but that don't mean we family by love. Let me say that again. Since they say we family by blood, that don't mean we family by love. Got to be more careful. Y'all got to use that one. Since they say we family by blood, don't mean we family by love. Got to be more careful, right, Strength? Wrong, yo, clock that T. I like that one. Don't mean we family by love. Because this show ain't showing you no love. Because love is an action word. Oh, I love you, sister. Oh, I love you, brother. And all this. They ain't seen you. You love me, but you ain't pick up the phone and call me. You ain't talked to me in months, but you love me. Oh, I've been gone. Girl, please. You be on the phone with your friend, your so-called friend. Your bestie, you be on the phone. But you can't call your sister. Uh-huh. But it's a family by blood, but not by love. Don't let that go over your head. And don't go alone to get along. That part right there. That part right there. Right, String? Wrong, yo. A family by blood, but not love. I like that shit there. Got to be more careful. Don't force nobody to love you. Don't force nobody to love, and don't force nobody to allow you to be in their company. Because I told you, expect the unexpected. They don't want you there anyway. So if you don't show up, they're going to say, I ain't wanted to come anyway. And then they're going to have the nerve to ask for you. Where your wife at? Where your husband at? Why you ain't bring your wife? Why you ain't bring your husband? Why you ain't bring your children? Why you ain't bring your grandchildren? Why you ain't bring my grandchildren? No, damn well. All the people they ask for, they don't even want to see them. Talking about, did you need anything? Why you ain't tell me? I would have brought something. I would have brought a cake or something. You should have told me. You should have called me. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So y'all surprised? Y'all surprised? Y'all know how y'all got treated last year, right? And you going back for more? A glove for punishment. So if she didn't like you last year, or he didn't like you last year, or y'all made up, or did she say she was sorry, or did he say he was sorry? No. And you still going? You're a glove for punishment. Or you think it's gonna be different this year? Or you think that it's gonna be different? No, it's not. It's not. And to you that don't have no family, that don't have no mama, no daddy, no siblings, you just feel all alone. You're not alone. Somebody love you. Somebody love you. It's all good. You ain't never alone. But I could tell you one thing you do have, and you don't even know it. You got more than all of them who have somebody. You got peace within yourself. And all them that you think got mama, sister, brother, daddy, grandma, nanny, cousins, they're not even happy. And it's just little old you. And all your siblings is gone and nobody's here but you. But you got more peace than all them put together. Don't let that go over your head. So I know you're going to be feeling some kind of way. You're going to think about your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your brother. You're going to think about the people that's not here, your grandma, your nene, people that then showed you love, and you feel alone. But just remember, you got more peace than all them. You ain't never alone. Never alone. See that man upstairs? He said, I would never leave you nor to forsaken you. Don't never speak that over your life that you ain't got nobody. I don't never want to hear you say, and I ain't got nobody. The devil is a lie. You got a queen right here. You got a sister in Christ that love you and don't even know you. And that's the greatest love you could ever have. A sister that love you because she love Christ. Somebody who love God, you ain't got to worry about them hurting you because they got a conscience and they got feelings. Somebody who don't fear God, that's the ones you got to worry about. Don't let that go over your head. So I don't ever want to hear none of the queens on here that know Jehovah. Don't never say you ain't got nobody. You got more than what you think you have. And he everything. He everything. To me, he is. And you should feel the same way. So you on the outside looking in. Hey, Kimberly. And you see all them all on social media, they posting all the family gatherings and all that. But them people is torn. They're not even happy. And you saying, oh, I wish my mom was here. I wish my daddy was here. But he said he'll put no more on you than you could bear. You ain't never alone. Never. Don't ever feel like, oh, I don't want to be here because everybody else gone. He left you here because he knew you could handle it. He left you here for a reason. Stop being so selfish. Stop being angry. Stop being mad. You mad at God because your mom or your daddy left this earth? What if they was ready to go? What if they ain't want to be here no more? What if they served their purpose? And once you serve your purpose and you did all you can do, what if they want to leave? Y'all got to stop being selfish. Some people was ready to go. You don't know what kind of conversation your mom or your daddy, your uncle, or your auntie, or your grandma, or your sister, your brother, you don't know what kind of conversation they had with God before they left. Because we all got a date and a time. So if I say I love y'all, hypothetically, and I be like, you know what? I know y'all love me, but I'm ready. So y'all gonna be mad? How can y'all get mad at people and you don't know if they was ready to go? They got some people want to go and wish they could go, and he ain't ready for them to go. You was, Kimberly? Wow. Wow. So get out your feelings. God sent me over here to deliver a message, and I'm delivering it. You got a sister right here, from one queen to another. Just know that I love you, because God said love you. Even if you don't love me back, even if nobody never said or told you, or you don't even know how to accept the love coming from me, but just know that Anne said, I love each and every one of y'all. We ain't got to be blood sisters and brothers. We still his child. Because if you ain't love me, you wouldn't even be on here listening to me. You got some kind of love for me. Even if you got a little love, you got some love for me, and I appreciate it. That, and I embrace that. We got to learn to love one another in spite of whatever. And ain't none of us perfect. In spite of our imperfection. But you know what that man upstairs said? My mercy and my grace are sufficient enough for y'all. Let me say it again. He said, his grace and mercy are sufficient enough for us. You know what that means? In spite of whatever we did, he still have mercy and grace. He still have grace and mercy. What if he would have took his hand off of me and say, girl, all you did, I'm about to take you. He left me here, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was laying in that bed and I was in a coma, I don't know where I was, but it was a white, beautiful cloud. It was beautiful. And you know why he left me here? See those 4 little children? They're 4 adults right now that don't even pick up the phone and say, Mama, you need anything? You good? See, the 2 who don't call, I still love them. He left me here to take care of them. And he also left me here for y'all so I could deliver a message in my family that really, really love me. Because I got family that love me. I got a mother that loved me. I got family that love me. So he left me here because he know my work was undone. He know I still have work to do. So again, if nobody don't say they love y'all, I love y'all. No matter what, I get on here and I jokes and I cuss and all that kind of stuff there. But at the end, I clap back. But at the end of the day, sometimes I got to let them know. Me no punk. I'm not gonna let you just handle me or say anything, because some of them that pass statements and say certain things, sometimes they be needing to hear shit. They be needing somebody to put them in their place because that's what they like. Oh, you back, Queen? How your baby doing? I was praying for you. I was praying for you and your family, girl. Y'all, our other queen is on here. Y'all don't know how much love that y'all have. And it be love from people that don't even really know you. And it seemed like when we be on here, we be acting like we really, really know one another, when in the spirit we really do. Because God put us together. And we ain't over here with all the millions of people on here. But God people on here. And I'm going to keep on delivering the message. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. So if we come on here every day, we're going to keep pushing. And if it's anything that y'all need or y'all need me to say or whatever, I'm the messenger. And it'll be confidential between us queens. Because every time we be coming on here, yo, I be asking, do we have any kings on here? I know my other queen, her husband be on here. K Chill. I know for sure K Chill, the king be on here. But do we have any other men that be on here? Because the men need to be on here too. Wait, kitchen bouquet and a gumbo. Thank you. Not the kitchen bouquet and the gumbo. So I don't know, y'all, if the young lady who was on my Instagram, I think she was on my Instagram. I don't know if she on here, but she said she didn't have no food for Thanksgiving. And I told her to, DM me or whatever. And we were going to make sure she get what she need, even though we got one more day, which is tomorrow. I don't know what she going to get the last minute because she going to be everywhere. But I told her to come on here and, DM me, and we going to make sure she good. I got you in tears. Don't cry, my baby. And they said we always saying my baby. Because every time I be out, I be saying, thank you, my baby. That's something I was raised with. Girl, I love you, girl. I love you, sister girl. That's why I'm here. I be crying too. I be in my feelings too. It's okay to cry. Man up. I love y'all so much. I ain't gonna lie. I be saying, Lord, I don't care if it be 2 or 3 of us, or if we touch one person, we did a lot. See what I'm saying? And we did a lot. And we good. See what I'm saying? So every day of the week, if I could come on here and we could touch 1 or 2 people. My other queen on here, she talked to her mama. She called her mama, and her and her mama good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When we gonna link up, see what I'm saying? We gonna make it possible, for everybody, Yeah, we can support one another. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you don't celebrate the holiday? I know I got another sister on here. They don't celebrate holidays either. She and her husband is Jehovah's Witness. I got family, some people that don't celebrate holidays, but it's a holiday every day for us as queens. But we just got to respect them, the people mind that do celebrate the holidays. If that's what they do, to each his own. But at the same time, we still, regardless to whatever they however, but us, we can celebrate holidays every day. Every day is a holiday to us. See what I'm saying? Now, when her mama is good. See what I'm saying? And then you was at the hospital. Look how the enemy be trying to attack us. See what I'm saying? You go with your mama, and then, all of a sudden, it be little things. Because we know how the enemy come. He come to steal, kill, and try to destroy. But once you recognize who the enemy is, man, come on, man. Come on. Come on. We good, Queen. God take care of each and every one of us. That's why I be telling them when he said no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But he didn't say that the weapons wasn't going to form against us. He said they're not going to prosper. Now that's deep. That's deep. So if it's any kind of way that I can help somebody on here, it could be little things. We got to help each other. If I got to come on, if I don't have it and we got to come on here and get $1, $2, $3 from anybody, if I don't have it, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure nobody's cell phone should be turned off, nobody light should be turned off, nobody water should be turned off. Everybody should be good because all us is enough for each and every one of us. Even if we got to pitch in $1 to help a queen for Christmas, we gonna have our little, we gonna do our little giveaway for Christmas too. We gonna adopt, a family or something like that, and we all gonna, put together and find a family to adopt. We gonna do maybe one or two, or not one, probably about 3 people. We gonna adopt a family. That's not able to, even though people don't celebrate the holidays, I don't want to take stuff away from children. Because when I was a little girl, I used to be looking forward to, going to sleep and waking up with my baby dolls and all that around the tree. Even though it was make believe, I still love it. I still love it to this day. I love it to this day. I love, like waking up. I woke up to baby dolls and all that kind of stuff. And it was fun. See what I'm saying? Right. The Most High. Yeah. Right. Yeah, your life is all our life is in God's hands. And all us, in spite of whatever we might be going through, you know what I'm saying? That's the only one when nobody else not gonna be there, y'all. Y'all know we could turn to him and talk to him like we talk. I be inside and I be talking to him. Y'all look, sometimes I be getting out the bed and I go in the kitchen and I be like, and I be stuck and I say what I came in here for. And I say, Lord, now come on now. And then he'll bring it back to my memory. Sometimes I'll be looking for the phone, y'all, and I'll be on the phone and I'll be like, well, I wonder where my phone at. And I say, now, I guess all that come with, age. Where I'll be looking for the phone and I'll be talking on the phone. And when I go take my bath, because I like taking like a bubble bath, right? And I be, using the olive oil because they have a lot of, suds and stuff like that. And when I be taking a bath, I be in the tub and I be talking to myself and I be talking to God really. And I be saying, Lord, I thank you, because y'all really don't know, like a couple of times the enemy attacked my body. He attacked my throat. And there was times where I was eating and I couldn't even I was like, it was like, stop me from breathing. It was like just cut my windpipe and I was like gasping for breath. And I was like, come on now, Lord, it's not time for me to go nowhere. What is really going on? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's acid reflex. So maybe like after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna go because under my thigh, what you say? Under my thigh. Yeah, inside and outside. So y'all under my thigh. No, you could never give up. Never that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Ain't no giving up in the name of Jesus. So under my thigh, y'all, I was telling some of y'all on one of my lives that I got a little burl in my skin under my thigh, and they already drained it like a couple of times. Like I had surgery on it like 3 times, literally. They drained it and then it came back. So it's small and I could feel it's a little lump under my thigh and it be like draining from time to time, but it don't have a smell or nothing to it. So after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna let y'all know that I need to go and take care of that because, with my immune system and all that being, me being undetectable and me taking care of myself and all that, I'm not trying to get no infection or nothing like that. So I need to go and let them drain it and give me antibiotics and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that after Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna let y'all know. It's gonna be like a little 1-day surgery or something like that. But I need to go take care of that because I've been supposed to go take care of that, and I was procrastinating. But I'm gonna do that after the holiday. After the holiday, yeah. Sister, you ain't never gotta give up. We gonna touch and agree on here. Yeah, we're going to touch and agree on here. And with his stripes, he said, you are healed. So whatever going on with your body or whatever, guess what? You ain't the first and you ain't the last. And he is a healer. And I'm going to be real with you. The reason why I'm still in a wheelchair is because I know for myself that if he had got me out the wheelchair and I started walking any day, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I wasn't ready. I would have wanted my leg back. I ain't lying to y'all. I would have wanted my leg back. So he allowed me to be in the chair. Somebody might say, oh, you've been in the chair for 30 some years? Yeah, January going to be 31 years. So now that I'm transitioning my life and I'm in the world, but not of the world, and I'm not for the streets no more, now he could start the process. But if he would have allowed me to walk anytime sooner, I probably would have wound up either 6 feet under because I would have wanted my leg back. And who would have said they wouldn't have got me first? So I would have wanted my leg back. And that's not what he wanted me to do. So he allowed me to stay in a wheelchair because anytime I would get angry, y'all see, I used to be going off and getting real angry and all that kind of stuff there. That means that I wasn't at the place that I needed to be with him. And if somebody could say something so small to make me so angry, that means I'm not where I should be in life with him. Yeah, you need to hear that, huh? Right? Speak healing. Because the enemy, he come to steal, kill, and destroy. So to anybody that's on here that's going through any type of sickness, we decree and we declare and we speak healing over your life. And with his stripes, you are healed. How about that? And he said, all you got to do is have much faith as a mustard seed. And a mustard seed is so little. So if you can have more faith than a mustard seed, just know that your body gonna be healed. And stop speaking negative things into existing in your life. Stop saying, oh, I can't do this, or this, speak positive things over your life. Stop saying, oh, I ain't got this, or I ain't gonna never have this, or I ain't gonna never, nobody don't want me and all that. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that no more. At one time, I used to be like, why this happening to me? And why this and why not you? Because he knew I can handle it. That's why. Stop questioning yourself and question Jehovah, because at the end of the day, just know who you are and whose you are. Once you look in the mirror and realize who you are and how blessed you are, then you're going to stop questioning. But I ain't going to tell you stuff ain't going to be happening. Because even though I'm living right, stuff be happening. I ain't going to lie. Let me tell you, when I go in TJ Maxx and I go in different stores and stuff like that, like, let me tell you how the enemy tried to try me so many times, and this didn't happen at least 3 times. I don't have a whole lot of feelings like on my legs, like my lap, right? I'm a T7. So a T7 is stop right there by my coochie, right? That's where my feelings stop, right? So a lot of time I didn't been in the store, and I told somebody, I saw a purse that I liked, and I told the lady to get the purse off there because they have their stuff like chained up. And you have to press a button and they have to come and get the expensive stuff. It was like $100 and some dollars. It was a purse I wanted, whatever. So I was in the store and I had to pay for all my stuff or whatever. But me not knowing, I set my Louis Vuitton purse on my lap, right? So when I set my purse on my lap, not knowing that I had then covered up the purse that I wanted to get, right? So I had to pay for all my stuff and all that kind of stuff there. And I left out the store. And when I got to my truck, I was about to get in my car. And the purse dropped. And I was like, devil, you is a lie. So mind you, if I was anything like I used to be, that purse was going in my truck. So I put my bags in the truck or whatever, and I went back in the store and I said, here go y'all purse. It was an honest mistake. And I gave them, and it happened about 3 times. It happened 3 times to me. And I was like, devil, see the enemy tries to set you up. Now I would have been in my mind like, well, ain't nobody saw me. I'm just going, when you thinking nobody ain't saw you, that man upstairs, he know, he testing you, he know. So I was like, you know what, devil, you're a lie. So all 3 of the times that happened to me, I brought the stuff right back in the store. But if girl was anything like she used to be, baby, it would have never got back in the store. But thank God that I am changed and I ain't none of what I used to be. Thank God for change. Got to be more careful. That alone do speak volume, my queen. Yes, it does. And I thank God, y'all, that I changed my life for the better. See what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna tell y'all, when you change your life, seem like the enemy come in all kind of ways. Because guess what? The way that I treated my children and the way that I love my children, I guess he said, well, we can't get her no more with a man. And we can't get her to go back out there and steal. We can't get her to go out there robbing and transporting drugs and all that other stuff. So I guess we gonna use her children. But we gonna get her. So I cried a many days and a many nights behind them children. And so I realized that at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let no children unalive me for stressing and worrying about them. I'm not doing it. First I was crying about the grown children, and then now I'm crying about the grandchildren. Because I can't be around my grandchildren. I say, Lord. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't do it. And I love my grandchildren and I love my adult children. But at the end of the day, I got to embrace who embrace me. I still love them. I ain't going to never stop loving my children. I ain't going to never give up on my children. But I'm not finna let no children, no grown-ass children stress me out. I'm not doing it. Girl, boy, get somebody else to do it. So the enemy, he come all kind of ways. And when he see that I'm not bothered by that, baby, I could be eating and I ain't gonna lie, and the food be good. And you know what happened? I start choking. Just out of nowhere, just start choking. And I be like, I know you lying. And I be choking and I be having to put my fingers down in my throat. And I said, now, Lord, you know it's not time for me to go. Now, what's going on? I said, Lord, now what I done did now? You know, I be talking to, I be saying, now, Lord, one time, y'all, let me tell y'all this, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me tell you this. Let me read this. Thank you, influence people. Thank you, Queen. But y'all, let me tell you this. So, in my guest room, in the guest room, my bed is it's a little high, but not too high, right? So, your bed could be a certain, like my chair is not even with the bed. So it's a good thing that I lift up and use my strength to get in my bed, right? So y'all, so I was getting in the bed. So I put my hands on the mattress and I lift myself up. And then I kind of like throw myself on the mattress in the bed because the bed is a little high. And that's in the guest room, right? So I was getting in the bed. The wheelchair moved. So when the wheelchair moved, that means I slid down. The one leg went under the wheelchair, literally under the wheelchair. The other leg went outside the wheelchair. So now we got a problem. I'm in between the wheelchair. The leg is under the wheelchair and the other leg is on the outside the wheelchair. So I had to ease all the way down and I was on the phone. And I said, man down. And she said, you better call the ambulance and dial 911. And I was like, no, I'm not calling no 911. Right now, I got to man up. Because if I would call 911, they got to kick the door down to get to me. See what I'm saying? And that means my door was going to be kicked down and it was going to have to be open, unlocked the rest of the night. So I said, I got to get up. So I had to let the wheelchair be on top of me. So the wheelchair was on top of me, but my leg still was twisted the opposite way under the wheelchair. So I had to lay down and maneuver my whole body and work one leg from under the wheelchair. And then I had to work the other leg. I had to let the whole wheelchair fall on top of me to untangle myself. So I had to lock the wheelchair all over again once I got from under it. And I had to lift myself up. Now, nobody's in here but me. So when I tell you, you got to man up in certain situations, I had to lift myself up from the floor to the wheelchair. And I was down there for about 5 minutes. And it took me another 5 minutes to lift myself, my whole self up, get back in my wheelchair, and just sit there and meditate, and then do it all over again. And when I tried to get in the bed again, it was about to happen again. And I said, devil, you're alive. I get in this bed every day. So I don't know what's going on, what kind of games you're trying to play, but I'm going to get in this bed without falling. So I got in the bed and I was like, come on now, Lord. I said, now what I done did now? Or what I didn't say, who feelings I didn't hurt? Ain't that something when stuff go to happen and you go to thinking about what you done did and all that kind of stuff? But you don't have to do nothing for stuff to happen to you. But I fall down, but I get right back up. So every time I fell down, I had to get up. That's for somebody. Don't let that go over your head. That part right there, sister. I love all my queens on here too. So y'all, so to you that's moping, complaining, get out your feelings. Because every time I fall down, I get back up. Don't let that go over your head. So if you fell down today, not literally like I did, girl, pick yourself back up. Boy, pick yourself back up. When you thinking you're alone, I wasn't in here by myself. But he knew when I fall down, he knew I was going to get back up. Don't let that go over your head. So if you feeling some kind of way and you got your strength help, I do everything for myself. Don't help me to film everything that I do. When I tell you everything, I cook, I clean, I wash clothes, I mop the floors, I do everything that I can do. And I don't sweat the small stuff. So if I can do it, queen, girl, you better lift your head up and know who you are. And let me crown you like the queen that you are. Get out your feelings. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. What is a super chat? I don't know what a super chat is. Give me a what? A smart and ever needing. I need me a life alert. I need me a life alert. But at the end of the day, only because I'm getting older, see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you think I was gonna call somebody? My brother got a dookie. My brother was way in New Orleans. I ain't calling nobody. Y'all gotta man up. Stop saying what you can and can't do. Stop thinking about what you can't do and think about what you can do. I gotta let y'all go. Or y'all can send dollars during the live. It's a feature on YouTube. I don't know about that, queen. I don't know what's a super chat. I might have to ask the other queen. Because a lot of them, they know about it and I don't. I don't know what's a super chat. Thank you anyway. We ain't going nowhere, sister. But I thank God that I was able to share that with y'all. And every day that God give me breath in my body, I will be here. I'm going to access that. I'm going to do it. When I get off, I'm going to call somebody and they're going to walk me through it. See, I'm new to this. Like, it took a long time for me to get my own YouTube channel. I had another YouTube channel, but I never got on it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God that God put people in my life for a reason and a season. And Some people don't realize that you was only put in my life to show me how to do certain things or to set up certain things for me. And like I said, a lot of people ate off of me. Now it's time for me to eat off of them. See what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And when I get off of here tomorrow, I'm coming back on here. A lot of people gonna be doing their cooking the day before and stuff like that. But again, if you on here, uh, the young lady name was Dina or something like that, and she said that she didn't have no food for Thanksgiving, but I told her to DM me and something like that. So I don't know if she DM me or whatever, and I told her to come over here. I don't see her on here. Maybe she don't know how to come over here or something like that. I'm gonna just give her the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, I love y'all, and y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know, um, I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I thank God for each and every one of y'all. And y'all pray for me, and I'm gonna pray for y'all. And y'all be blessed on this beautiful Tuesday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow on Wednesday, Hump Day. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.